Welcome to Transform Your Health World Summit, hosted by Marcie Peters, America's whole life coach. During this exciting event, you'll hear from top health and happiness experts and get life-changing information. It's time to transform your health from the inside out. And now, here's your host, Marcie Peters.
Hello everyone, it's Marcie Peters, America's whole life coach, and thank you so much for joining me. This is Transform Your Health World Summit. I am so excited that you're here, and I have someone special I'd like to introduce you to, and let me tell you about her. This is Rochele Marie Lawson, and she is a registered nurse, Ayurveda health practitioner, holistic health and wellness consultant who has spent over 24 years, helping people live in optimal health and reverse the aging process. She is an international bestseller, best-selling author, speaker, radio show hostess, and the president of the Health, Healing, and Wellness Company, and the author of Intro to Holistic Health, Ayurveda Style. And her blog is ayurvedahealing.org, and she has a weekly syndicated radio show called Blissful Living, and I'm going to put her entire bio up on the screen. That was just a short intro. Rochele, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here, and I feel it's just an honor to be able to be interviewed by you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us. And today we're going to talk about 5 ways to jumpstart your vitality so that everyone who is with us today, everyone who is watching, can really take those 5 tips and implement them into their lives and jumpstart their own vitality and health. So let's have you start by, go ahead and tell people a little bit about yourself, how you got involved in this work in the first place.
Okay, I'm going to make it real long story, really short, and I'm very animated, so bear with me, you guys. But how I got started in this, it began when I was 8 years old, and I had a 17-year journey where I was suffering from an undiagnosed medical condition. And at the end of the 17 years, I figured out that I could heal myself. But during that journey, there was all these things that were brought into me that were holistic. My grandmother, I suffered from abdominal discomfort, and it was due to some stressors that happened in my life when I was 8, and how I internalized the way I handled stress. So I went to hundreds of doctors. No one could ever determine what I had, but they were so quick to give me a prescription for something, and it never worked. And so my grandmother, when I was a little girl, used to make me ginger tea, and it would help relieve the discomfort I was having in my stomach. But as I got older, the attacks became more frequent, more intense. And I remember being 9 years old, getting subjected to a pelvic examination, and remember hearing the doctor say, I don't have a speculum small enough to examine her. And that still sticks with me today. And so, long and behold, I was a type A personality, straight A student, athlete. If you would have saw me, I looked phenomenal. I was skinny, but I looked great. No one would have ever known that I was suffering so traumatically with my abdominal discomfort. And the older I got, the worse it got. But along that pathway, or along that journey, I would do little things like I started playing with herbs when I was like a preteen, and doing herbal facials for my friends and clearing up their acne because I didn't have acne, so they wanted to know my secret. I started staying away from fast food. I didn't eat fast food, and as I got older, when I could afford to get like a massage, I would get a massage or things of that nature. Fast forward, age of 25, I was already doing all this holistic stuff and meditating, and I got this download in a meditation that actually gave me the formula on how I naturally cured myself of my abdominal discomfort, which was actually a bleeding ulcer. And I did that in 9 months using holistic and natural remedies. And when I fast forward even a few, I'll say 2 decades later, I discovered that what I was doing was basically Ayurveda. And so I was so phenomenally entranced with it because I was sharing this with my patients. I didn't know what it was. I just knew it worked. But I was sharing this with my patients and decided, wow, I need to learn the science behind this. So I feel a little bit more foundationally rooted in what I'm sharing with people. And I went and got a master's degree in that and became a holistic nurse practitioner. And here I am today, feeling fabulous.
What a story.
And you know what's really funny, Marcie, is once I cured myself or healed myself at the age of 25. It was like this birthing process for 9 months, right? I don't get sick. I don't get the flu shot. I've never gotten the flu, and I've been exposed to hundreds of people with it. I don't get sick. And people always want to know, when they find out my age, they want to know that, like, what do you do? How do you look the way you do? You've got 5 grandkids. Your kids are grown, but you look like you're in your 30s. What's your secret? And then that's when it opens the door for me to share my abundance with them with regards to my gift that I want to share with you all today.
Ooh, I love it. I'm so excited to hear these 5 tips. What a story, my dear. Oh my goodness.
That's the short version. I mean, I can go, but that's the quick and dirty version. And basically, I just like to let people know that I'm not just pulling something off the shelf that I haven't tried, that I haven't utilized in my life, or share it with, hundreds of patients or like my thousands of clients. It's stuff actually works. And I say with anything, you actually have to do it to get it to work. So, I'll get off my soapbox with that.
I love stories of transformation that provide so much hope and inspiration to people so that everyone can see, it's possible. It's possible to turn things around. So, great. So let's start talking about your 5 ways to jumpstart your vitality. Where do you want to start with this? Should we start with number 1?
Yeah. Okay. So what I do, I'm an Ayurvedic nurse practitioner, and you can go Google Ayurveda, but I'll tell you real quickly, it is a holistic Eastern medicine modality, and it is believed to be the foundation of all medicine that we practice today, Chinese traditional medicine as well as Western medicine here in America. And the premise is it's all about preventative medicine or preventative health and well-being. But if you have an illness or disease, it can also help with that process. But it's holistic, natural, so there's a utilization of herbs and essential oils and meditation and body therapies and all detoxification and all kind of things that we do. So the very first thing that I would like to share with you guys that are watching this is what I call and what I've curtailed, or I guess that's the word I'm going to use, but what I've curtailed to what I call is my bliss therapy treatment. But you don't have to necessarily come see me to get this. You can go see any Ayurvedic health practitioner or clinical Ayurveda specialist to get this if they offer it. And it is a combination of an Abhyanga massage and a Shirodhara. Now, the Abhyanga massage is a 4-handed massage. It's a 90-minute massage where you have 2 people working on your body. And it's not like the typical massage you would go to, say you go to a massage envy or, a massage therapy place in your neighborhood. It's totally different. The oils used in this particular massage are geared to your body's unique body type. So they're going to work in harmony with your body. And it's such a beautiful, wonderful experience. It goes beyond the tradition of just regular massage in that it gets really deep. There's areas of your body that are massaged that are not touched when you have a traditional massage, like your abdominal area. For women, there's a massage that we do around your breasts. Of course, if you're not comfortable with that, it can be altered, but it is a truly, truly unique experience. Plus, having 2 people work on you is also phenomenal as well.
Mm-hmm.
But what that does, it really helps to relax your mind and your body, and put you in a place where you can release the stressors and the stuff that you've accumulated all day long that you don't even know you've picked up. Picked up people's negative energy. You don't even know you're carrying all this garbage that is, some of it is yours, but some of it's not, but you don't even know it. But this Abhyanga massage allows your mind and your body, as well as connection with your spirit, to decompress, get you back at a balanced state, so to speak, while you're being worked on, and allows your circulatory system to flow naturally, your energy, your chakras to open up. It is a really, really beautiful, phenomenal way to decompress. And when you add the Shirodhara to, which is the second of 3 components of my bliss therapy treatment, the Shirodhara, for you guys that don't know what that is, it's the pouring of warm oil on your third eye. And this, my friends, is phenomenal. I tell you 100% of the people that I do a Shiradara on, the one word that they tell me when they're all done is, I say, how did that feel? And they say, absolutely amazing. Because again, the oil that's poured here, or that is, it's literally poured on your third eye, is oil that's specifically selected for your unique body type and what I call your unique emotional element. And 20 minutes of having this warm oil pour on your third eye. Yes, it gets in your hair, so it also makes a wonderful hair conditioner as well. But 20 minutes of this enhances your life and well-being an additional 20 minutes. And typically what happens is people come and they're on the table and they're laying there anxious and, all over the place because they're, stressed from the day, or they just had their wonderful Abhyanga massage and they're transitioning into part 2 of the bliss therapy treatment. They literally trip out because they're like, where's this oil going? But within 20 seconds to a minute, they're completely out. And I mean completely, like, they're so out of it. They're so out that they're snoring. And they may not even snore normally. So they're in this really deep, relaxative state. And what that does, again, is allow your body to completely erase or absolve all that stuff that you've picked up during the day. It allows you to completely get into your unique space where you can completely decompress anything that's bothering you, anything that you're holding in. And when you finish this wonderful treatment, you feel absolutely amazing. You feel like you are in a state of bliss, and all that shit stuff you had on you is gone, and you feel like you can go out and conquer the world. It is a beautiful, beautiful way to decompress. And when you combine the Abhyanga and the Shiradara, you accentuate and you accelerate to jumpstart. You accelerate jumpstarting your vitality, your energy, improving your sleep, and all that stuff that we get so bombarded with as we age and we travel down our path to bliss. So
that sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's the first.
So
thing.
Bliss therapy treatment is number 1, and if we could just get the spellings on the Abhyanga and the Shiradara.
Okay, so the Abhyanga is spelled ABHYA. N like Nancy, G like George, A.
Okay.
And you can Google it and look that up. It's just a very, very beautiful experience. And then the Shiradara is spelled S like Sam, HIRO, D like dog, HARA.
Okay. So SHIROHAR, there's no D?
No, SHIRODHARA.
Okay, got it. Okay, so that's a great first step
Yes.
to jumpstarting your vitality. What's number 2?
Number 2, and I would have to say, I'm going to put this, probably could be number 1, but this is really important because you can do this while you're getting your Shiradara or your Abhyanga. Rather, let me rephrase that. You can do this while you're getting your Abhyanga because when you do your Shiradara, you're going to be out. So, however, it is what we call in Ayurveda, and if you practice yoga, you'll know this term as well, pranayama, or breathing. Pay attention to your breath. And what is so phenomenal about this, we all breathe. It's automatic. We breathe. We don't even have to think about breathing. And when you're stressed, when you're overwhelmed, when you're feeling at your wit's end, your breath increases in the rate, but it also decreases in the depth. So you're breathing quicker, but you're breathing more shallower. And what that does is it sets up in our brains that we're in a fight or flight situation. So our body prepares us for fight or flight. So the nervous system kicks in, and it starts to release those corticosteroids and all those the epinephrine, the norepinephrine, all those hormones that it needs to prepare the body for a fight or flight. Unfortunately, though, 98% of the time, we're not in a fight or flight situation. We're just stressed. But our body doesn't know the difference. So these hormones get released, our breath is shallow, it's more rapid. When you take the time And I know it sounds like that stuff doesn't work, or doesn't work for me, or it's too simple to work. It's got to be more complex. I'm sharing this with you from my heart, you guys, because I've done this. Because remember, type A personality. Sometimes I need to just chill out, take a spoon of my own medicine, so to speak. But when you take the time to slow your breath down, and I mean fully inhale, allow your abdominal region to fully expand, and when you exhale, allowing it to contract. And when you do this, your breath becomes slower because it's going to take you about 3 seconds to fully inhale and exhale. And what that does is it sets up an opposite effect in our nervous system. So now our body is not tricked into, or is not believing that we're in a fight or flight or stressful situation, and it starts to release the feel-good hormones that counterbalance those get ready to kick butt hormones. It starts to release the feel-good hormones. Your blood pressure will begin to decrease. Your heart rate begins to decrease. It even helps with jump-starting your metabolism, because now that energy is not being shifted away from the digestive tract to prepare for fight or flight, so it increases the transformation processes that happen in our digestive system, so the blood flows back to that area, and everything is just completely brought down into a wonderful component that allows you to operate more functionally. It is a tremendous mood elevator. It is a good thing to use when you are in the middle of negotiating or having an argument or whatever. There's several different breaths that you can do, but the easiest one I can explain for you right now is just to slow your breath down and pay attention as you breathe in, hold it for a second, and let it out. And just slow it down. If you're doing it fast, slow it down even further, where you allow your abdominal region to fully expand and contract. So it's a happiness mood elevator. It's great for weight loss, again, because it's shifting the energy back to your digestive system that allows your metabolism to work at an optimal level. And this is all done within our body automatically. We don't have to think about it. It is great for enhancing sexual experiences, and I'll talk about that a little later, because that's one of the ways you can decompress and jumpstart your vitality. It is great for building exercise stamina or exercise endurance. When you slow your breath down, when you're on that cardiovascular machine and doing your cardio stuff, check it out. Just slow your breath down and watch how much more clarity and focus you have in your mind, but also watch how your body responds to the increase of oxygenation and carbon dioxide exchange that is happening. It operates at a more optimal level within your respiratory system. So you get more oxygen in, and you're releasing more toxic carbon dioxide out. That gives you better stamina. And there's been research and studies done about all the things that pranayama breath does, or focusing on your breath does. But that's just a few that I want to share. Great way to use. A great thing to use also if you're in rush hour traffic. Someone's cutting you off, pissing you off. That's a great time to just tune into your breath, and you will notice. You will notice that your stuff you're breathing like a truck, a choo-choo train blowing a haystack. It's not good. But when you pay attention, you slow your breath down, it shifts everything. Your mood will shift. You will become more happier. You become more relaxed, because you're releasing, again, those feel-good hormones that allow your body to relax and decompress. And here's a study that I want to share with you with regards to breath. It actually enhances the longevity of your life. There's studies that have been done with people that have Alzheimer's, depression, anxiety, and the aging process within the brain. And when you slow your breath down, there's areas in your brain that open up and are more receptive. And these areas are those areas that I talked about, like Alzheimer's. People that have Alzheimer's, or that are in a pre-Alzheimer's state, when they learn to slow their breath down, those areas in their brain actually on the EEGs that they do, see that those areas expand, and allows the Alzheimer's stuff. And I'm not really sure the specific medical terminology that they use within the brain for that, they can see a difference in the gray matter in how the slowing down of the breath works. It enhances, like, if you're predisposed to genetic conditions, it will curtail that, again, because stress puts us in a state where things sometimes come to us faster than we want them to, but you can genetically change a lot of stuff just by paying attention to your breath, slowing your breathing down, and watch what happens in your mind and your body, your mood, and your whole disposition will change.
Yeah, I love this tip. It's so powerful. It's so simple that it can be overlooked, and yet so powerful and so easy, and not really that time consuming because you can actually be doing it anytime. So
it's easy stuff. It's really easy stuff. It's just if you don't do it, it won't work for you. And if you do it and you start seeing it works, then you're gonna pay more attention, and it'll be so much more easier to incorporate into your life. I mean, just take right now, you guys, just take a moment, check in with how you're breathing. I mean, this is so simple. Check in with how you're breathing, and now slow that down just a bit, so you can absorb all the other information I'm going to give to you, especially when it comes to start talking about the sex thing.
Okay, so let's all take a nice deep breath together. I think now is a good place to do that. So I'll let you guide the breath.
Okay, so everyone, I want you to take a nice, slow, deep breath in through your nose. And you can put your hands on your tummy and allow your abdominal area to fully expand so that breath gets all the way to the bottom of your lungs. Hold it for a second. And now release it. And you can release it just by releasing it through your mouth. Again, feel your abdominal area fully contract as you push out that breath. You'll feel a nice little sensation rise in your head. And that's the increase of the oxygen flowing into your bloodstream that's flowing into your brain, bringing you more clarity. And your body's going to respond because you're going to have more energy because you're getting out more carbon dioxide when you do that. So, that's as simple as it is.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so number two is breathing. What's number 3?
Okay, meditation. I'm a big proponent of meditation. You guys, all these things I'm sharing with you are components that I do within my Ayurvedic practice with my clients. But meditation. So when remember my story I was telling you about, the 17-year struggle I had with the medical condition. I learned to meditate because I am a type A personality. I'm a perfectionist. I was an athlete. Was a track and field athlete, and I would put a lot of pressure on myself, and I would internalize it. And I think I started meditating when I was about 17. Didn't know what the heck it was, but I would just do it. I read something somewhere back in the old school days when you had to go to the library and actually pull out a book. You didn't have your smartphone where you could pull it up on Google. But I got this book and it intrigued me, and so I would try to meditate every day. Sometimes I couldn't do it, and of course when I first started doing it, I would fall asleep. But here's something I want to share with you, because people hear the word meditation and they think, oh, I gotta do it for 30 minutes, or I gotta do it twice a day, or I gotta sit in a certain position, and you don't have to do that. It doesn't have to be complex to work. Again, it's just something you have to do. If you only have 5 minutes in the day, all you need to do is just find somewhere to sit quietly where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes. Do your pranayama, deep breathing, inhale, exhale, nice and slow. And that's really all you have to do. Do that for 5 minutes. Focus on your breath. Open your eyes. You can set your smartphone timer for 5 minutes. Who doesn't have 5 minutes to give to themselves during the day? Yeah. And then you can expand it as you get more comfortable with it. You don't have to be in a certain position, or you can do it when you're in the car. You can't close your eyes or anything, but you can, again, focus in on your breath, because focusing on the breath is a form of meditation. I used to have to do this when my daughter was little. I would have to go hide in the closet because I'd like to meditate in the morning, and she'd be like, "Mommy, Mommy," walking around, and I'd have to go hide in the closet. She always found me, but it was allowing me to give myself just a few minutes in the morning to prepare for my kids and my life and my work and my businesses throughout the day, and it just set the tone for me. Also, meditation enhances your well-being, and again, there have been studies that have been shown that when you meditate, there's areas of your gray matter of your brain that actually the synapses begin to fire in areas where they may have stopped firing. That gray matter begins to grow and expand a little bit. So you actually get smarter when you meditate. You get an enhanced mind when you meditate. And it's also good to curtail things that may be going on in your life when you meditate. You know, it relaxes everything. You get to be in connection with the divine spirit, whether, you know, God, Buddha, Muhammad, whoever you choose to worship. But, you know, I'm going to say God or the divine spirit. You get that connection. You'll get clarity. You'll get information that comes to you, things that may have been troubling you. You'll get answers to problems. It's so beneficial. But it puts your body in such a relaxed state, even if you do it for 5 minutes, that when you come out of this relaxed state, your body is completely decompressed, so to speak, and you have this phenomenal amount of energy, and you won't even know it. You won't even recognize that you have this more energy, but you will notice that you have the clarity and you have more focus. And you can do this many times. You know, if you're working in an office space, I like to tell people this trick. We're working in an office space where you're surrounded by cubicles, and you can't, like, meditate at your desk, or you live in New York City or San Francisco, and you can't just run to the car to find a quiet spot to meditate. Go to the bathroom. Go in the bathroom stall. You don't have to sit on the toilet to be doing the toilet thing. You can just sit on the toilet and take some time, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you need to get your stuff back together, to get your mind back focused and balanced, and just focus on deep breathing. And this will help you, my friends. It's phenomenal. Of course, I have free meditations that I will share with you that you can get from me that are guided and give you a little bit more substance if that's something you're looking for. But again, all you need to do is take 5 minutes to get started and watch the benefits flow into your life.
I love it. Okay, good. So number 3 is meditate.
Yes.
What's number 4?
Number 4, it is so simple, but it's one of the E's that I work with. And I'm just going to keep it really simple. So, you know, we all know we need to exercise. And exercise is a phenomenal way to decompress, believe it or not. I've been working out for years. Again, I was a track and field athlete from the age of 9 through college. I ran the 400 meters. So exercise has been a part of my life. However, you don't have to make it come yoga, which I love yoga, but they got to find a class and it doesn't fit their schedule, and then it becomes another stressor that's added on to. I'm not trying to do that for you guys. What I'm trying to share with you are simple things that you can utilize that actually helps you to decompress and jumpstart your vitality. So here's the simple little exercise tip that I'm going to give you. Go outside and take a walk in nature, whether it's 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 25 minutes, an hour, whatever you want to do, whatever you choose to do, however much time you have to fit it into your schedule. Go outside and take a walk in nature. And the reason why I say go outside and take a walk in nature is because in Ayurveda we believe that the qualities of earth, water, fire, air, and ether are all harmonized within us. We're all comprised of that. It's just we're all in different spaces and we have different balances of those unique elements within us. That's what makes us unique. That's what makes our unique body type and our emotional element. When you go outside in nature and you take a walk, you're doing a few things. You're walking, so you're getting your cardiovascular system active. As you're walking, you're breathing, so you're getting in some good, fresh oxygen into your body. You're in touch with nature. You can hear the sounds of the city or the sounds of the birds or the dogs barking or whatever it may be, the crickets chirping, wherever you are, whatever sounds of nature you have around you. You can hear those sounds. That connects you to the elements. You get the beautiful sunlight. That connects you to the element of fire. You might have a little breeze blowing, but whatever it is, or it could be a hot, muggy day on the East Coast, whatever it is, when you go outside and you do that walk in nature, you're connecting with all 5 elements. And the connection with all 5 elements allows your body to take in what is needed at that moment in time and synergize with where you might be feeling out of balance within your own unique element, so to speak, that are comprised within you, and allows you to balance it. Now, the beautiful thing about taking a walk in nature that you can't get when you walk on a treadmill or you do something indoors is that the connection you have to God's green earth and the divine essence that are all around us. This is the only time that you can connect with all five elements in this capacity in its pure, natural state. And this, my friends, will do a couple things. It's going to increase your energy level because you're breaking up your monotony of your office or home or whatever. Increase your energy level. Again, you're taking in some good, clean oxygen or more oxygen and getting rid of carbon dioxide because you're moving about. And as your body moves, you have more oxygen demand as well as the ability to release more carbon dioxide. When you do this little walk in nature and you go back to your workspace or dealing with your kids, your family, whatever the case may be, you'll have more clarity, you'll have more peace of mind because you're being grounded by the elements that may have been out of balance when you went out in nature, but that quick, brief walk out in nature restores balance back to those elements. Again, it's temporary, but that's okay because we can do multiple walks throughout the day. But it helps you to have the feeling of vitality. Another good thing that it does for you is just getting out and walking in nature. When you go to sleep at night, you will have a much more restful, peaceful sleep. And that, my friends, is one of the key components to keeping you vital, energized, healthy, and well, is to get a really good night's rest. So don't think you have to go out to the gym or do hours of Bikram yoga, although I do love yoga, or, go do 100 hours of cardio or whatever. A 5-minute walk out in nature will do just as much benefit for your mind, body, and spirit in releasing that stress as doing that other exercise. Now, don't get me wrong. The other exercises and stuff work phenomenally for other things. If you want to look and feel fabulous, you got to bring it. That's all I got to say. But, to just get your mind and body and everything back in check real quick and decompress real quick when you need to, you can go take a 5-minute walk out in nature. And if you just had something to do with your boss and it's pissed you off, or you got another project slammed on you, or whatever the case may be, leave it for a minute, go out in nature, come back, and I guarantee your whole mood, mind, everything will shift from negative to positive. So just try that.
I love it. Okay, so number 4 is go outside and take a walk.
Yes.
Good. Okay, so we have one more. What's number 5?
Number 5 is, this is what y'all been waiting for because you heard me talking about sex. And one of the key pillars in Ayurveda is sex. And I don't mean to go out and be having booty calls with whoever looks good. If that's your thing, go ahead and do that. But what I'm talking about is really having a good sexual encounter with someone that you love, where you have this ultimate connection. Here's what happens when you have sex. First of all, we need to have sex because God created us this way, and there's a reason that we're not just here, women sometimes think we're just here to procreate, but we also are here to help our man or our men be better themselves. And men really, really need to have sex. It's not like for us women where, we have it really to procreate. It feels good. It, releases a tremendous amount of stress when it's done right, so to speak. But men actually physically need to have sex. They really, really do. It's almost as important to them as breathing. And when you have sex with someone you love or whatever, what happens is that all that stuff that's built up inside of you is able to be released. So you jumpstart your metabolism. You decrease your blood pressure. After you have sex, you're in a really, if you had a good sexual encounter, girl, you are in a really good spot because you're completely relaxed. I know some of us can think back to when we had those, and it's like, oh yeah, I was totally relaxed. You can have a nice bubble bath after it and make it a whole nice little experience. But you're completely depleted of any stress that you may have felt in your body. Your mind is brought back into focus. So if you had something troubling you before you had your nice little sexual encounter, I guarantee you after a sexual encounter, whatever was troubling you is not going to be as heavy. It may even disappear. You do really good things for your body. You get the juices within your body flowing. And sometimes things get stagnant in us and we don't even realize it. But you get the juices in your body flowing. You open up your energy plane. So all the chakras, particularly the sacral chakra and the root chakra, which are down in your pelvic region, they open up and expand and become brighter, and they spin at a higher level. And when they're spinning at a higher level, that brings goodness and wherewithal into you. Your meridian planes, it allows the energy points in your body, if there's any blockages, having a good sexual encounter opens and releases those blockages and allows that energy to flow. So if it's flowing and it goes up a point and that point's blocked, it has to kind of go around it like a detour. And then you don't get the benefit, right, because you're stressed. But when you open up and you have this wonderful sexual encounter, that blockage opens up. And that energy from that point A to say point B, C, and all the way is able to flow so smoothly. Think of this. I'm going to give you this analogy. Think of the freeway, okay? And I live in the Bay Area. Traffic is a nightmare sometimes. But when the freeway is clear and it's flowing, it's a beautiful, beautiful experience. However, when you have that one person that's looking at the side of the road because the CHP is over there, got somebody else pulled over, and they're looking, well, that's a blockage because they slow everything down and slow everything behind them, and then the freeway gets crowded. It's not flowing. So that's what happens in your body when you're stressed and all of that. Those energy planes, think of that as the freeway. When it's clear and it's flowing, it's a beautiful experience. You feel beautiful. You feel happy. You feel fabulous. Your body is clicking on all cylinders. You have energy, vitality. Everything is clicking. But if one of those energy planes are blocked or a few of them blocked, then you have that 5 o'clock traffic nightmare. And energy is flowing, but it's not flowing in a harmonistic and optimal way for you. And so you don't feel vital. You feel stressed. You feel all that gunk that we don't want to feel. So I'm going to just put it out there. Go out and do the darn thing with your man or your woman or whoever the case may be. Make it good. Like I said, you can make it a beautiful ritual. You can light candles. You can, you can have this wonderful sexual experience. You can take a nice shower with your partner or a nice bubble bath afterwards. Or you can just forget the candles and just hit it hard, so to speak, and go for the gusto, because sometimes that intense, passionate, spare the moment sex is sometimes the best. But here's the thing. Know that you're doing something good for you, phenomenally good for you, and you're doing something phenomenally good for your partner. And when you share your life and your energy with others, you get it back tenfold. And you get it back in the least expected places. So go out there. Don't be afraid. If you've been holding back for whatever reason from having sex with your partner, you might be mad at them. Go ahead and just do it and be selfish with it. If you're doing it for yourself, just do it. But know that you're doing something good for yourself and you're doing something good for someone else, and watch how just things magnetically flow abundantly into your life. But I'm not saying go out there and be a hoe or anything like that. I'm just saying make it a beautiful experience, but don't hold back. I had a gal ask me, she's like, well, what do you do when you're mad at your husband? Do you hold back? I said, when I was younger, I used to, because I thought that was getting back at him, right? But what I found out was actually I was torturing myself. So you know how guys can operate where they can have sex with somebody else. They don't have to love the person. They can just do it. So I just put on this guy mentality, like, I'm mad at you right now, but darn it, I need to release some stress. So we're just going to do it. We're going to do it the best we can. And then I still may be mad at you afterwards, but doggone it, my body's going to feel really good because I'm giving you some of my good energy. You give me some of yours, and we can go on and live happily ever after. So just know that you are doing something phenomenally well for yourself, and don't hold back. Just put that guy hat on when you're feeling like holding back. Put the guy hat on and just do it for yourself. It's okay to be selfish sometimes, because men are at times as well.
Okay, so great tips. Thank you. Let me just do a recap for everyone. So number one.
Can I share one more, Marcie?
Yeah, of course.
My bonus tip.
Okay, bonus.
So, in Ayurveda, we utilize, of course, a lot of natural remedies, and a great one that works phenomenally on a very subtle level is aromatherapy. And so I'm going to recommend that you guys, I have a free report for you too, and I'll share this with Marcie, but you guys go get some some essential oils, and particularly if you're feeling stressed, because you can diffuse them. You can get a diffuser, and you can diffuse them. Think of a diffuser as like a vaporizer back in the old school days, I'm going to say vaporizer. You can put the oils in the diffuser and have it diffused in the air, and you'll smell it a little bit, but it's in there and it's very subtle. And the ones that I would recommend for highly decompressing are lavender, frankincense, clary sage, and lang lang. Now, everyone hears about lavender because it's so yummy. They're all yummy smelling, but you can put them on you. You can, diffuse them in the air. But they do so much good for your body. But also, they help to decompress you on a very subtle level, and you may not even realize it, but you will feel better. So that's just a simple bonus that I like to share with you guys with regards to decompressing and jumpstarting your vitality, because they do a lot of other things. And again, I'll share how you can get a free report on 100 ways to use 3 phenomenal essential oils with Marcie.
Nice. And you can put them in the bath with you, right?
Yes, you can put them in the bath.
In the spray bottle.
Yeah. If you do the spray bottle thing, make sure you use filtered water, and you can spray them on you. You can spray them in your office to get rid of bad energy. There's a lot of things you can do, and they work very subtle, but they have phenomenally powerful benefits that you may not recognize. Sometimes when I'm getting ready to go in the car and I know I'm going to be driving to San Francisco, I'll spray my car with some lavender essential oil. And not only is my drive in that traffic completely smooth, but I smell wonderful, my car smells wonderful, and when I ride to my destination, I'm so relaxed. So I highly recommend that you try all of these tips to decompress and jumpstart your vitality.
Okay.
Holistically and naturally.
Nice. So jumpstart your vitality tips were number 1, the bliss therapy treatment, the Ayurveda treatment, but with the Abhyanga and Shirodhara.
Yes.
Number 2 was breathing, the pranayama, the deep breathing, slow it down. 3 was meditation. 4 was exercise, go outside and walk in nature. 5 was sex. And then your bonus was the aromatherapy.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so these are great tips. They're simple and easy to implement, so I like that. They're accessible for pretty much everyone. Is there anything we haven't covered that you wanted to add before we talk about your awesome free gift?
No. Again, like I said, and I really want to emphasize this, and I don't mean to be quote-unquote the dead horse over the head, but you guys, if you're watching this and you think they're just too simple, they're not going to work for you, or I don't have time to do that, here's something I want to share with you. First of all, they're very easy. You don't have to make it complex. You don't have to do all 6 of them. You can pick one that resonates with you. If walking in nature resonates with you, do that. If deep breathing resonates with you, do that. Or you can combine them. You can walk in nature and practice deep breathing. But, don't make it so it's like another thing you have to do. Just allow it to flow into your life easily wherever you can fit it in. And once you do that, you're going to want more of it, okay? If you don't do it, it's not going to work, and you'll never be able to experience the tremendous benefits of this. The other thing I want to share is you are your greatest asset. So you need to put yourself first before doing anything else or taking care of anybody else. You need to put yourself first so that you can be the best that you can be for those that you love and care about. Because when you wait and put yourself last, at the end of the day, time runs out, and then there's the next day. So put yourself first. Take one of these or all 5 of these tips, incorporate them into your life, and watch how magnificently things flow into your life, how you feel, how you feel more vital, how you have more energy, how everything just seems to be a little bit better than before. So that's my one thing I want to share is make sure you put yourself first because you are the greatest asset that you have here on earth. And without you, all that stuff that you do for everyone else, it'll get done eventually, but they won't have you. And I think the people in your life really want you around. So make it a point to put yourself first and take really good care of yourself so that you can be the best that you can be for those that you love and care about.
It's so true and it's so important. Thank you, my dear. Well, let's tell everyone about your free gift. You have some wonderful things for them.
Okay, so the one I mentioned that with regards to the free report for the essential oils, it's an essential oil free report. You'll love it. It's beautifully decorated, and it has 100 different ways that you can utilize the essential oils of lemon, lavender, and peppermint. Anything, anywhere from curing your pain to jumpstarting your detoxification to, again, relaxing your mind, to stopping the itch on an insect bite. 100 different ways that you can use these natural oils for optimizing your health and well-being. And you can get that at www.feelingfabulous.net. It's free. So go get that. The other gift that I have a lot, but the other gift that I have that I want to share with you gives you actually 4 gifts. And what it is a wellness assessment that you can take to see where you are with regards to 5 different areas of your health and well-being right now. You get immediate feedback when you take this assessment, and then you get 4 free gifts. The first gift is a meditation called Release, Balance, Restore. There's 3 different meditations on that. It's a free gift. I'm giving that to you. It's a there are 3 guided meditations to help you, again, release the junk that you may be having, balance yourself out if that's what you need to do at a moment in time, or restore something that you feel is missing or is lost, okay? Then you also get an exploration of wellness session with me. You get a free report on 21 tips to instantly reduce your stress. And you get another free report within that as well. But the main thing is you get the immediate feedback on what your current state of well-being is. You get the meditations, you get the exploration of wellness with me, which is just a free phone call. You get the 21 tips to instantly reduce stress, and then you get a bonus free gift in there as well. And I'm not going to tell what the bonus is. I want you to go and check it.
Okay. And
might be something about say. I got me. And then lastly, is you can go to and I didn't give that website. I'm sorry. The free gifts that I just shared with you, you can go to stressassessmentmagic.com. Okay. And everything you can get sent to your computer and you can download it. Everything I'm sharing with you is sent to you once you opt in or get it. It's downloaded. You can set up the free appointment with me and all of that stuff. And then the last one is just my free gifts page, free gifts from Rochele.com. And Rochele is ROCHELE.com. And again, you get you can take a mini dosha quiz, which is to find out what your unique body type is. When you know this information, it's so easy to get to where you want to be when you know where you are. You get the 21 tips to instantly reduce stress. You get a free report on how to combat cravings, how to conquer them. And I have cravings for sweets, so I use my own information to conquer my cravings for sweet. And then again, you get another bonus gift in there as well. And so I would love for you to check those out, get them, take the tips, utilize them. They will enhance your life. They will enhance the lives of your family and friends. Share them with everyone you know and love and care about. And even those people you don't like, you can share with them as well, because maybe they'll do something and they'll change their mindset and they may become likable. Who knows? But feel free to share them and, which is every Friday morning as well. But okay, I think I'm talking too much.
That's a lot of gifts. That's really generous of you. So I'm going to have links for everyone. Let me just go over those again. So that's stressassessmentmagic.com, and then free gifts from Rochele.com and feelingfabulous.net.
Yes.
So I'll have that for everyone. So make sure you take advantage of that. Get one or all, up to you based on what you want. And Rochele, thank you so much for being here with us today. Everyone, once again, this is Rochele Marie Lawson, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you again. And to everyone watching, I'm wishing you a happy, healthy day. Make sure you take advantage of the Summit package. Grab that package while it's available before the price goes up so that you can have that transformation as an ongoing thing, and not just have it be a one-time event. All right, everyone, take care. Until next time, bye-bye.
Thank you for being part of Transform Your Health World Summit with Marcie Peters. If you haven't purchased your package, make sure to do so you could watch or listen to interviews at your convenience, and so your transformation can continue long after this event is over. Prices go up after the summit, so get your package now. Feel free to share this life-changing event with everyone you know. Together, we can make a difference. From all of us here at the Health and Happiness Guide, wishing you abundant health and so much happiness.